I may not.
Get COVID.
I'm telling you right now.
He went to voicemail.
Okay, no problem. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So, the reason why I asked everyone up here is we talked about it on Saturday, about we're going to embrace the concept of being great, right? The goal is we want to be good, but we're never going to get there unless we decide that when we come in every day, we're going to adapt, adjust, embrace things that are going to help us get better. So looking at the Ethos training curriculum is what Jason buys into, I buy into. It's a great program, I've already gone through it. There's a lot of good training in there. It's something that we all need to embrace, that we're all going to participate in. I felt going through the curriculum that mindset was the most important thing in the training curriculum, because the mindset becomes the foundation of what we apply everything to, right? You don't have a good foundation, I don't care who the architect is on the house, I don't care the materials you get, I don't care the designer, I don't care about anything. If it's on a bad foundation, it's gonna be crap. So what I've asked is everyone to be here. This first class will be done with Will, the next one will be done with Jeff, just because I'm not gonna be the only one facilitating this. You guys have got a team of talented managers. He's got talents that I don't have, Jeff's got talents that I don't have, I've got talents that they don't have. Goal is that we're gonna get better together. So breaking down what mindset is. I had Gia was out getting lunch, getting Popeyes, and I said, hey Gia, I need a favor. I need you to go upstairs and draw a brain up on the board here, right? And it's funny that he chose the color of red. So up here, you've got two different mindsets. One is what we would call a fixed mindset. One is what we would call a growth mindset. Who can give me a definition of a fixed mindset?
Somebody that's just set in their ways.
Okay. Okay.
Not open to other options or can explore them.
Yeah, not being able to learn.
Okay.
Stagnant.
Stagnant. Keith?
You're set in your ways.
Okay. I used the color red, and I kind of put that in the D there to identify what fixed is. I didn't ask you to call him red, he just did it in red by chance. And I'm kind of glad that he did, because when you look at our brain is fixed, right? The physical attributes of our brain is fixed. The weight, the size, whatever its capacity is fixed, right? Nothing changes that. The mindset of growth, right? That becomes the microcosm of what is inhabited into your brain. The brain is finite, but your mindset can be infinite. You can't change the size of your brain. You can't adjust the size of your brain. You can't adjust the ability to process information. It's fixed. However, what you decide to put into your brain, which is a mindset, can be adjusted. It's malleable. It can be changed. Who decides what we put into our brain, in our mindset? Who decides that?
We do.
Okay? Are there any influences?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me something that would be a positive influence on a mindset.
Anything.
Anything.
Reading.
Reading what? A book. Okay? So any book is a positive influence on
Any
mindset?
book, what?
Give me an example. Reading what?
Stocks. Stock market. Okay.
Well, give me a positive influence on a mindset.
Positive quotes.
Okay?
We're gonna fitness.
Okay, I'll take that. Even though I don't participate that often, but I'll take that. I'll agree.
Mental health.
Huh?
Mental health.
That's big. Give me a specific mental health.
Oh yeah. I just put it out. Yeah, come back.
Like self-help books, what he was talking, like, you know, maybe self-help books.
Okay, self-help books.
Mindset books.
Keith?
I don't know, what works for me is time of nature.
Gives you time for what? What does that do for you? Clarity?
Clarity, think.
Yeah, peace of mind, it's quiet.
Till the gun goes off.
Until
Gun goes up.
Then the gut and
Steven?
Steven.
I'll take the diet.
Good diet, okay, go back to health again.
Meditation.
Positive, media, positive media
Okay.
outlets.
I got one. Higher power.
Okay, great, faith,
Faith.
looking for one in particular though.
Gravitating towards positive attitudes?
Yeah, huge, positive action, that's big, you can write that in capital letters.
Money.
Byproduct.
Yeah. Investment.
What about a positive goal? What are positive goals? What's a positive goal? In the context of what we're talking about, where we are while we're here, give me a positive goal.
Financial success.
Details. How do you
Okay.
get there? What's a short-term goal that gets Jordan to a more positive financial success?
Better performance with, better, customer interaction.
How?
With positive attitude.
Like planning.
Planning,
Planning.
okay, there you go.
Planning.
Planning is you're working toward a goal, so part of getting to your goal is planning. What else is in a positive goal?
How to execute that plan.
How to execute that plan, right? So there's things that feed into a positive mindset, right? It's not just you've got to embrace that a positive mindset could be very polar opposite of what a negative mindset is, right? So you're saying all that stuff, right? But there's a saying that you can tell within the well by what comes out of the pump, right? So if your goal is to have a positive mindset, to have positive attributes, but we're not demonstrating positive behaviors, which was something I'm not here to beat a dead horse. We talked about on Saturday about showing up on time, right? That's a prerequisite of being positive and being successful, right? Because you're taking your job, you're taking your profession, you're taking everything in a serious manner, because at the end of the day, you know that coming in late there's nothing advantageous about that that's going to help you achieve a positive results, right? You come in late, first thing you do is you piss this guy off, right? You piss Jeff off, you piss myself off. That doesn't feed into what would determine a positive outcome. So a positive mindset, to me, is the culmination of positive thoughts, positive actions, positive reactions, positive goals. That's the stuff that feeds into what we would call a positive mindset. That's the structure that we want to adhere to. When you can demonstrate that you've got positive attributes, then what happens? What can we do on top of that? You're demonstrating already that you've got the ability to have a positive action, because you're determining you want a positive reaction, right? Your positive reaction should be a course or put you on the path to get you a positive goal, right? And collectively in this room, if we were to talk about our goals and our aspirations collectively, we would all end up at the same interpass where we're all equally affected. Because if Stephanie decides she's going to do things to be in a better mindset, so she can deliver positive results, that in turn gives Jordan, Dave, Andy more opportunities to once again utilize the things that have been determined and created in your positive mindset that now delivers a car to Will, Keith, and myself. So collectively, we're all sharing the same positive result based on a joint, collective, positive mindset. So I'm gonna jump here real quick. What are some of the things that are counterproductive to a positive mindset?
Letting the right end bother you.
Okay, what else?
Letting someone else's negative, right? You said counterproductive.
Yep, counterproductive.
And letting someone else's negative attitude bring you towards that negative.
Okay.
Information in media that doesn't help you either gain positive momentum or put you in a bad mood.
Okay. Anything else?
I'll take this being
What about inconsistency? What about inconsistency in doing the things that lead you to that positive mindset? Right? Influencers. What do we allow to come in or deal with that will be counterproductive to your positive mindset? I think I've heard Will say the other day, you know, leave it out the door, right? Because what does that do? If you can't leave it out the door, you bring it in with you, now what happens? You're potentially a negative impact to somebody else's positive mindset, right? What else? What about inconsistency? Inconsistency in doing the things that you guys have already outlined that lead towards a positive mindset. What about inconsistency in not completing those things on a daily, weekly, or whatever your time schedule is on those particular things? Is that something that would be counterproductive?
Yep. And
So-
would influence everyone else's positive.
So how do you impact the inconsistency?
List it,
Hmm?
list it, make sure you do it like a checklist.
Yep,
Make sure
looking for
you're
a
doing
word
it
in
over and
particular.
over.
How do we maintain consistency? What am I looking for?
Practice.
Practice, discipline.
Discipline.
Process in place.
Have a process in place, a goal in place. Not a goal that I set, not a goal Will sets, but a personal goal. Because at the end of the day, I mentioned nothing about what I want or what Will wants or what Keith wants. It's all about what you want. What else?
The training also mentioned, like taking your own goals and, you know, letting the sales manager or, you know, a colleague know about your goals
Yeah.
so that they can hold you
Yeah.
accountable.
Called accountability. So at the end of the day, we can talk ourselves into anything. You know, I don't feel like doing that today. But if you've got an accountability partner, whether it be Dave or Andy or whatever, you have an accountability partner, now you've got something that holds you accountable. I let these guys hold me accountable all the time because I'm accountable to them, they're accountable to me. I mean, we don't want nothing different, we all want to be successful. There's nothing wrong with accountability. It has nothing to do with position or title or anything like that. It's about, do we want to be successful? Can we embrace someone else's talent? Can we help somebody else when they're down, right? That's all super important stuff. You know what made my day today? Keith. Came in, freaking guy, his voice went down, he heard everything we said. That made my day, I was happy. I was happy because he was happy. Once again, simple things that we collectively embrace that feed into that positive mindset.
Was 15 minutes ready, already ate my breakfast too?
Yeah,
That
see,
helped
Jordan
out.
came in,
Already fed?
already fed. All right, what about, how do you think that impacts your interaction with customers? Do you think your mindset matters to the customer?
Absolutely.
Now we're getting to meat and potatoes. How does that happen? Customer doesn't know you, how does the customer know you're having a bad day?
Absolutely.
They don't. They
Not
just
nonverbal
tell them.
communication,
Well,
they just pick it up.
It's like a perfume, like you're either gonna, or cologne, you're putting like your bad, nasty funk on them, or you're putting, you know? It's just infectious when somebody has a bad attitude.
yep, it is, it's very infectious. It's like
It's more
when I'm,
infectious than positive.
it's like when I'm talking on the phone with a customer. You know what, first thing I do is I put a smile on my face. Customer is not there, but the first thing I do is I put a smile on my face. Even if you don't,
You can hear it, yeah.
you can hear it. What's something else that's impactful to, positive mindset?
I think going the extra mile for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yep.
Like pushing yourself to do these things that you know you don't need to do necessarily, but you should do in order to get you to where you wanna get.
Persevere.
I call this is the sales PTSD. Ready for this? You can get hurt and the issue be resolved, but the memory of the pain will still hurt you. What does that mean? You had a bad customer, a deal blew up, customer said no. You had four
Bring it to the
customers,
next deal.
you had 4 customers that were all in a row, all terrible. That's what I call sales PTSD. The transaction's over, the pain is gone, but you get to that next customer and you're still thinking that this next customer's gonna treat
Do
you
the
the
same
same way.
thing.
How do we impact that? What do we do for that?
And just like he says, when you leave it outside the door, sometimes you just gotta walk out, come back in with it.
I use it.
Start again, brush your knees off, you took it on the chin, whatever.
I always say, like, if I have those experiences, maybe I have 3 in a row or something like that, even when I was doing like door to door, and I'm closer to my next yes.
Closer to your next yes. What else? What else can impact sales PTSD?
Get right back on your
I'm looking for something in particular. How do we get better? How do we nullify PTSD or creating the next PTSD occurrence? What do we do?
Learn from your mistakes.
Learn from your mistakes. So how do we learn from our mistakes?
how to go wrong, review.
Training, right? We've got folks on staff that are talented trainers. We've got material that's written by talented people. Experienced, tried, tested, battle tested. These are the types of things that we've got to start embracing in our mind, that when we come in, it's how do I get better today than I was yesterday, okay? How do I get a different result if I wasn't satisfied with the results I had the previous day? Who can I leverage? Who can I embrace? What can I do? It becomes a self-sabotaging goal if we come in with a negative mindset, or we're going to have the mindset that I'm going to allow somebody to impact my mindset. I might have a bad day and maybe I snarled at you. Sorry. But that shouldn't impact your day. Because at the end of the day, hey, that guy's having a bad day, I gotta make my money. Sorry, I'll see if I can catch up with him later, see if I can talk to him for a minute or two, right? That's the level of commitment you've gotta have to yourself, so that when you walk in here, you're walking in with the right tools already in your belt. The mindset is the foundation of what we're gonna build on, what we're gonna do to change the direction, change the environment, and change the results that we've been having in our store. And that's the level of commitment that I need from everybody daily. I don't care when your day, my day starts probably at 4:30, 5 o'clock every day. That's when my day starts. My day ends typically around 11 or 12 o'clock. I sleep 5 hours a day. That's how much I sleep. And once again, I do other things, and I'm committed to other things, and at the end of the day, I love them all, and I don't want to give any of them up. So what do? I sacrifice time. I sacrifice myself. And at any given time, priorities go family, work, and then everything else. So at any given time, the first two can kind of overwrite anything on my schedule, right? So, but that's my commitment, right? Jason needs something, I don't care. If I gotta be here at 12 midnight, I'll be here at 12 midnight. If I gotta be here at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll be here at 4 o'clock in the morning. I gotta buy cars until 1 o'clock, I don't care. I know he doesn't care. I see stuff he sends over on his days off. On Sundays, he's buying cars. That's a level of commitment that we're looking for. Does he have to? That's not on his schedule. But he knows that if we don't have cars up front, you guys can't make a living. And if you guys can't make a living, he can't make a living. If he can't make a living, I can't make a living. So we're collectively working on our mindsets. How do we commit more? How do we do more? Do we do it because it's just a paycheck, or we do it because we want to be great? I like to think we all want to be great. And the byproduct of wanting to be great is the paycheck. Because if you're great, you're going to have a great paycheck. All right. So, what's one thing that you guys are willing to commit to change or help change your current mindset in a positive direction? You don't have to tell me, but just commit that you guys will evaluate, find the one thing that you're willing to do this week and next week that will change or impact your mindset.
That's some good thought.
I already know what mine is. My commitment is you guys.
Mine is definitely product. I'll be open with it. Product knowledge. I just want to, when I'm home, I want to utilize some time to, not just our products, but competitor products. Just getting more knowledge on the car industry in a whole. Just being able to answer more, questions instead of having to say, hey, let me check on that for you.
Sure. What about you, Steve? Yeah?
I
say, probably reaching out to more customers.
You don't have to share, just ask.
Just more training.
Okay.
How to get better on the phone.
Keith?
I would say, what,
I said Keith.
oh, I'm sorry, I thought you
Hey,
said
you
that.
thought I was going in order.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I did think you were going in order. Just reaching out to more of my acquaintances from old, cause I actually, a couple of names came up on my Facebook that I hadn't thought about in a little while. Yeah, like expanding, hey, I'm back in business.
Learning the bank calls more.
Well,
For me, I think I do a pretty good job of staying on track. I'm gonna try to wake up in the morning. I struggle. I probably do it 3 times a week, but I wish I could wake up probably 5 or 6 days a week at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So that's mine. Mine's not work related.
so last but not least, I will ask you guys to find an accountability partner. I don't care how you do it, I'm not that, whatever, just find an accountability partner. As we create different things we wanna try to accomplish, find an accountability partner. If you're willing, it doesn't have to be a manager, it could just be a friend, it could be a coworker, I don't care. Just find an accountability partner that whatever it is you wanna work on, try to find somebody that you can trust. Number one, hopefully, it's not somebody you like that much. Maybe somebody who'll just tell you the truth all the time. That's truly a true friend. You know, somebody that will literally hold you accountable. I already got my accountability partner in mind, and oh God, I'm gonna hate this, but it is what it is. But that's my commitment, that's what I need to do, whether it be, you know, figuring out better courses to work on, trainers, whatever it is, I need to do what I need to do to make sure that you guys are supported, and that you guys have everything you need and the tools that you need to be more successful, okay? Like I said, this is a quick 5-point class, I don't know how long it took, but I just wanted to convey the differences and how I view it, how I see it, on what the mindset really matters to what we do. And it's gonna be the platform that Will's going to come behind, because I don't want him to think that I'm gonna invest in figuring this out, conveying all this information to you guys, for you guys to just ignore him, or same thing with Jeff, have Jeff teach something, or Keith is gonna teach, he doesn't know that yet. G is gonna be up here, he doesn't know that yet. So I don't want them to think that I'm gonna waste my time preparing myself just for folks that are not going to adhere and listen and take away something from what I'm gonna pour myself out for.
And grow.
And grow. And that's the name of the game. No one's asking you to be perfect, we're just asking you to wanna be great. Cool, well, you got anything? Good? Keith, got anything? You guys have anything, any questions for me? Alright,
Nope, it's good.
so next week, you guys will have the next module, I believe, is pro selling. He will be teaching the next module. So it looks like, so you guys will learn that this week. And then next week, we'll either, however he wants to do it, he may do one-offs, he may do,
Yeah, did I miss the assignments or something?
no,
Or
you completed it.
Okay.
You guys are all done, I checked. And then we're just gonna have separate teachers, and it's like, we'll get through everything, and once again, some may be up here, some may be on the floor. Don't know, I don't care, as long as material gets transferred and conveyed and can be learned and retained. That's really what I care about. Like I said, I wanna see you guys all be successful.
There's some short segments on there, do you want us to?
The 2-minute tune-ups, you guys can,
Do them?
yeah,
Yeah.
I listen to those on the way in.
Okay.
So you can listen to the hell out of the 2-minute tune-ups, there's some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
And I typically listen to like 3 or 4 on the way in, I get like 10 minutes of tune-up in the morning. So I do catch those. And like I said, anything that's in there, you guys don't have to stay on the module. If you see something you wanna learn, you wanna try, you wanna understand better, knock yourself out, enjoy. Go out there and learn. Because one thing, you know, I always look at a person as a brand, okay? Once you put knowledge and once you develop your brand, nobody can take that from you. The only person that can diminish the value of your brand is you. So I would put as much knowledge as you can. I read, I podcast, I do maniacal stuff to gather information. I bought an app, it's a quick story, I bought an app because I couldn't learn how to build an app and no one would teach me, and every company wanted $30,000. I bought a Podunk app out of a third world nation so I could get the guy to teach me how to build an app and work an app. Learning doesn't come always the way you think it is. Sometimes you've got to be creative and open up your mind to all the possibilities and figure out how the hell you're
I
gonna.
wish I had all my self-help books that I used to have.
Well, they're probably outdated by now.
No.
I'm just kidding.
How to win friends
I'm
and
kidding,
influence.
I'm kidding.
How to win
Oh,
friends
yeah,
and
Dale
influence
Carnegie.
people will never be
Game,
outdated.
I'm just kidding, sir. Just a.
That was free on Amazon Books for a while. I actually have that in my library. Dale Carnegie, whatever.
Just because I had first edition in 1937.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right on the dot.